Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Regents School in Southwest Austin for the first game of our baseball coverage here on Vype Live this spring. It's a beautiful Thursday evening for baseball here in Southwest Austin. Plenty of clouds in the sky, but the rain percentage chance has been dropping all day. We're expecting a good one. My name is Rob Jaskula. Happy to be here with you on this lovely Thursday evening. Shane Szolwinski producing in the studio tonight, making up our Vype Live crew. And if you're familiar with us, we have been working the lacrosse schedule throughout this spring, and this is the first game of our baseball coverage as the Hyde Park Panthers come for a visit. The third meeting already between these two teams this year, and it was a testy 4-3 victory for the Knights earlier this week. 2 runs in the top of the 6th. They held it down to get the W, but a very chippy game, so I'm told, and we are maybe expecting a few fireworks here tonight. Should be an interesting one. We are just minutes away from the first pitch. We're going to step aside right now, but we will be back to run you through the orders and go around the horn here on Vype Live.
Block number one.
Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Well, the wind is blowing straight out of the ballpark here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin. We're across the street from our usual stomping grounds at the main field, but this is a beautiful little ballpark looking out at the start of the hills here in West Austin. The Hyde Park Panthers coming in tonight. This is their second district game officially. Both teams played on Tuesday, so the Knights 1-0, Panthers 0-1 officially in the district. And for manager Scott Ruffcorn, a pretty strong lineup, I'm told. Hunter Manning leads things off. He'll play shortstop. Carter Klutz is behind the plate, and he'll hit second. Saxton Baggin is in center field, hitting third. The cleanup man is the pitcher, Brady Turner. Martin Luke, the DH, bats fifth. Oliver Paxton is at first base, and he'll bat sixth. And the bottom 3 of the order, Ethan Yang in right field, Ryan Brunker at third base, and Tyson Bodo at second. Tom Burgess will start in left field, but is the player who is being hit for. For the Villarreal's Regents Knights, Truett Middlebrook leads things off, and he will play shortstop. Matthew Robb is at first base. Blake Mott is on the hill tonight, and he'll bat third. Cleanup man Hayes Contini in right field. Maximus Mulicek is at third base, and he'll bat fifth. Jackson Cardwell in center field hits sixth. And the bottom 3 of the order, Rico Taylor at second base, Jack Gamble in left field, and Hunter Prater behind the plate.
Southwest Austin.
Yeah, just had to move a few cables there. Our picture should be back here on Vype Live. But we are just about ready to go, and it is Hunter Prater who we are expecting maybe to see a few pitches inside on him after the events from earlier this week. We are just minutes away from first pitch. We're going to take our final timeout of the pregame show. We'll be back with the introduction of the lineups and the playing of the national anthem. This is Regents Knights Baseball on Vype Live.
number one, block number one.
Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan battles, reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas with a 51st top. How does that sound?
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, just about ready for first pitch here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin. And right now, we're going to kick things over to the public address announcer, Rob Galvin. Another Rob. Two Robs make a right for the introduction of the lineups and the playing of the national anthem.
Well, good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Regents School of Austin. We'll just meet tonight's starting lineup. After that, we'll follow that with our prayer and then our national anthem. First up for the visiting Hyde Park Panthers, we'll ask the players to please line up along the first base line side after we call your name. Leading on this evening for the Panthers, the shortstop number 4, Hunter Manning. Batting second, the catcher number 16, Carter Klutz. Batting third, the center fielder number 10, Saxton Bacon. Batting cleanup, the pitcher number 24, Brady Turner. In the fifth spot, the designated hitter number 30, Martin Luke. In left field, number 11, Tom Burgess. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 13, Oliver Paxton. At right field, batting seventh, number 7, Ethan Yang. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 14, Ryan Brunker. And rounding out the Panthers lineup, batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Tyson Boto. Also playing this evening for the Panthers, Logan Womack, Cooper Lee, Jackin Strickland, Houston Shaw, Justin Magruder, Ethan Harmon, Winston Wilkins, Brady Turner, and Martin Luke, and the rest of the Hyde Park Panthers. Hyde Park Panthers are led by head coach Scott Ruffcorn, assistant coach Tom Collins, and Colby Elizondo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Regents Knights. Leading off this evening for your Knights at shortstop, number 5, Truett Middlebrook. Batting second, the first baseman, number 7, Matthew Robb. On the mound this evening for the Knights, at pitcher, number 3, batting third, Blake Mott. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, number 15, Hayes Contany. In the sixth spot for the Knights, the third baseman, number 6, Max Mullichek. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 4, Jackson Cardwell. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 13, Rico Taylor. In the eighth spot for the Knights, the left fielder, number 14, Jack Gamble. And batting ninth for the Knights, the catcher, number 2, Hunter Prater. Also playing this evening for the Knights, number 1, Carlisle Spicer. Number 8, Jonathan Risher. Number 11, Caldwell Spicer. Number 12, Eli Ibarra. And number 10, Luke Oldham. And our Knights are led by head coach Brock Snyder, assistant coach Mitch Abernathy, Kerry Getter, and Rick Taylor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise? And if you would, remove your hats for our prayer. And please remain standing as honor our veterans and our country with the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. Our most graciously Heavenly Father, Lord, we ask you to be present with these young athletes. Father, let them play with great vigor and grant them the strength to play their best. Father, keep them safe from injury. Let them be examples for others, and let their example be one of true sportsmanship and respect for each other's gifts and abilities. We ask this in Jesus' most precious name. Amen.
Just about set for first pitch here at the Regents School on a beautiful day for baseball. 81 degrees as we approach the start of this one. That's 27 for any of our friends tuning in from parts abroad. Official sunset this evening, not for another 28 minutes, but it has been a cloudy, overcast, a bit rainy day here in the early springtime. So there are plenty of clouds in the sky. We're not necessarily expecting that daylight to last much longer than 6:30. But we do have a beautiful evening to start. Some rain in the forecast, but that percentage has been going down and pushing out hour by hour all day. Wind is blowing straight out to dead center with plenty of miles per hour behind it. I would estimate that about 10, 15 miles an hour straight out to center field. The Regents defense left to right in the outfield. Gamble, Cardwell, Contany. Infield around the horn, Mullichek, Middlebrook, Taylor, and Robb. And the battery of Blake Mott and Hunter Prater, with the Knights wearing their home whites trimmed in navy and gold with navy hats and navy socks, but everybody wearing their pants down low this evening. For the Hyde Park Panthers, Hunter Manning, Carter Klutz, and Saxton Bagan will lead things off. With a nice little crowd on hand at this lovely ballpark. Natural grass all around. Something I really like about working games here at the Regents School, especially on that main field. It's a really nice piece of turf. I play a lot of golf. There's not a lot of grass that green with that much coverage in Austin. And the right-hander Mott taking his final warm-up tosses. The Hyde Park Panthers wearing their alternates. They wear black jerseys trimmed in white with a bit of red helmets. But they also wear their white pants with black socks.
Let's go, P. Here we go. Let's go, Blake.
Leading off for the Panthers, the shortstop.
And on this beautiful evening, we are all set. The lefty, Manning, in the batter's box, light blue gloves. And the first pitch of the game is a ball inside behind him. And we're underway at 6:06 p.m. Local time. And we'll be getting a lot more daylight starting this weekend as we spring forward. And the 1-0, that's over, but low. Yeah, good hitters count. 2 balls, no strikes on the leadoff batter of this game, Hunter Manning. It was 4-3 to the Knights earlier this week. And a big win at Hyde Park. 2 runs in the top of the 6th. An off-speed pitch hits over the outside corner for a called strike. A nice look there from Mott. And outfield at normal depth except for Cardwell in center field, playing a bit shallow, fouled back to the screen by Manning. Just got a piece of that one, and the count even at 2-2, so a nice fight back from Mott to level the count. Lights are on here on the field at Regents, and we should expect them to start having some effect in about 15-20 minutes. The 2-2. Yeah, breaking ball hung up high, and the count full. And now the payoff pitch. Mott from the windup, working from the first base side of the rubber. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Manning swung right through it. That's a nice start for Blake Mott. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Carter Klutz. Klutz batting right-handed. And Mott still working from the first base side of the rubber. Nice breaking ball. Hits the inside corner for a called strike.
16, Carter Klutz.
I want to play. Here we go.
Well, that's 4 straight strikes for Blake Mott here in the top of the first inning. And another breaking ball. That's lifted foul off into the parking lot. And I didn't hear any crashing or anything like that, so hopefully landed without hitting anything. There is a Field Sports soccer field off past the first base side of foul territory, and then the parking lot pretty much off of home plate. There, the 0-2 is lifted high in the air into center field. Ranging over to his right is Cardwell, who puts it away, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the first inning.
Batting third for the Panthers, the center fielder, number 10, Saxton Bagan.
We'll see the top of the order for the Knights. In the bottom of the first, Middlebrook, Robb, and Mott. Here's the left-handed hitting center fielder Bagan. Mott from the windup. And that breaks a string of 6 straight strikes. Yeah, Mott missed inside. It looked like it hit him on the foot. It did. So Bagan will take first with 2 away.
Batting fourth for the Panthers, the pitcher, number 24, Brady Turner.
Here's pitcher Brady Turner, listed at 6'5", 210 pounds for the right-handed hitting and throwing senior. And hits with 2 away and Bagan on first. Breaking ball, and that hit him in the top of the arm. Oh, back-to-back hit batters.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 30, Martin Luke.
There's big Martin Luke, listed at 6'2", 250 pounds. A designated hitter, hitting with 2 aboard and 2 outs. And Brock Snyder is out to have a word with his pitcher, Blake Mott. We got Manning to strike out on a full count pitch to lead off this game. Klutz flew out to center on an 0-2 pitch. And then on the 1-0, Saxton Bagan was hit in the foot. And then Brady Turner on the next pitch hit in the upper arm to get us where we are. 2 aboard, 2 away here in the top of the first inning. And Mott from the stretch, still working the first base side of the rubber. Misses outside with his first offering to Luke. Bagan leads from second, Turner from first. Bagan with a healthy lead, being shielded over by Middlebrook, though. Yeah, the runner's moving. That's fouled back to the screen. Count even at the ball and a strike.
Attaboy, Blake.
And Middlebrook still shielding over Bagan, trying to hold him. Let's see if they go again. And Mott spins off the rubber and chases him back. And half step shorter of a lead now. But the runner's moving again as Mott comes home, misses away, but throw down to third is not in time. It was a little wide. And the count, 2 balls and a strike.
Here we go, Blake. Go get him, kid.
So now second and third with 2 away, and this one lifted high in the air to deep left field. Ranging back for it, but with plenty of room, is Gamble to put it away. Though the Hyde Park Panthers leave 2 in scoring position, no runs, no hits. And we go to the bottom of the first with no score here at Regents. We'll be right back on the Vype Live Network. Bottom of the first inning here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin. Rob Jaskula back with you on our first Regents baseball broadcast of the season. It's spring training for all of us, including me. Out for our producer this evening, Shane Szolwinski in the studio. We got the all-Polish crew here on Vype Live.
The shortstop, number 5, Truett Middlebrook.
Middlebrook, Rob, and Mott to lead things off here at the bottom of the first inning. Brady Turner, a big right-hander, listed at 6'5", 210 pounds. Out on the bump for manager Scott Ruffcorn. And we do have some incomplete but unofficial stats here. Middlebrook, through the 5 games listed anyway, is batting .462. No homers, 2 batted in. A couple of doubles in his 4 hits that have been recorded. The Hyde Park defense, left to right in the outfield, Burgess, Bagan, and Yang. And around the horn in the infield from third to first, Brunker, Manning, Boto, Paxton, and the battery of Turner and Carter Klutz.
Let's go, True. What do you say, kid?
And here's our first look at the Regents offense for our spring schedule here on Vype Live. Happy to have you folks with us. Working from the stretch is Turner, missing high and inside to Middlebrook. A few more clouds rolling in as Turner missing low and away, and a good hitter's count, 2-0 to the leadoff man, Middlebrook. Back in the top of the first inning, Manning was able to work this same count before Mott battled back. That's upstairs. Yeah, it's a 3-ball count on Truett Middlebrook. Good eye from him to lay off that high heat. That's low. Base on balls for Middlebrook.
Batting second for the Knights, the first baseman, number 7, Matthew Robb.
Here's Matthew Robb with 2 B's. Always like seeing that spelling. Plays first base. And Middlebrook takes a nice healthy lead, and he'll be chased back by Turner before he comes home with the first offering to Robb. Robb, the middle linebacker for the Knights football team, looks at one high and inside. That's 5 straight balls to start things off for Brady Turner on the mound. They had no reason to lift the bat there. It's downstairs, and 2 balls, no strikes to Robb. With Middlebrook aboard. And nobody away here in the bottom of the first inning. Middlebrook shortened his lead by a half step. The 2-0. That's low and away. And Turner in danger of walking 2 straight. Would not expect to see the green light here. Upstairs, ball 8. Here's Blake Mott. Big difference in stature between these 2 pitchers, but they will go head-to-head here. Runners at first and second, Middlebrook and Robb, with nobody out for the Knights. Each team with a pair of base runners in the opening inning, still awaiting our first hit of the game. As Mott, the right-handed hitting pitcher, is in the box and looks at a ball high. I wouldn't be surprised to see Scott Ruffcorn or Tom Collins out for a conference, and here is Scott Ruffcorn. After 9 straight balls thrown by Brady Turner, the big right-handed pitcher. They do list positions on their roster, and 4 pitchers listed for the Panthers, 3 of them righties. And Turner is the only one listed without a secondary position. So presumably their ace. Man, the Knights yet to lift the bat off the shoulders here. With nobody out in the bottom of the first inning, Middlebrook on second, Robb at first. And the count 1-0 on Blake Mott. Light's definitely starting to have some effect here as we near sunset officially. But the cloud cover is increasing. The chances of rain are going up as the evening progresses. Hopefully stays dry for us here this evening. The 1-0. High and tight. That's 10 straight balls from Turner. There's the good lead. That's upstairs. 3-0 to Blake Mott. And taking all the way. That hits the inside corner for a called strike. Thought the umpire might be pointing down to first base there. And the count 3-1. Turner missing down and away. That's a third straight base on balls to start this game for the Knights.
Let's go, Hayes. What do you say, kid?
Batting fourth for the Knights, the right fielder, number 15, Hayes Contini.
Here's Hayes Contini, the right fielder. Got some good beef on him, and he hits with the bases loaded. Nobody out, bottom of the first inning. That skips in. Good job behind the plate there by Klutz. Good clean pick. And Contini takes a called strike, and I knew there was something familiar about his build. He's a senior on the football team here at Regents. That's my old stomping ground. Always enjoyed playing center. If I was stuck on the line, at least I got to touch the ball every play. The 1-1. Breaking ball didn't break, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Contini with the bases full of Knights. Middlebrook at third, Robb at second, Mott at first, all after bases on balls. Here in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-1 fouled back. And Contini took a nice rip at that one. Just got a piece of it, though. Straight back at us. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Klutz is out to have a word. And a bit of motivation for his pitcher, Brady Turner. Contini, the right-handed hitting right fielder. Open batting stance. And he'll look at a ball low and away, and the count full. They had Turner in danger of walking in the first run of this game. And from the stretch, the payoff. That's lifted in the air to short second base, and a nice play by Boto to pull it in just above the dirt, and there's 1 out.
Let's go, Max.
Batting fifth for the Knights, the third baseman, number 6, Max Mullichek.
Maximus Mullichek, the third baseman to bat. Goes by Max, but if you're going to name him Maximus, I'm going to call him Maximus. That's a great name. Sends a hard ground ball to second base. Bodo bobbled it, and the first run of the game is in.
Is he out? Safe.
And safe at first is Mullichek. On the E4. Middlebrook in to score, and the Knights lead 1-0.
At the plate for the Knights, the
Here we give Mullichek the RBI.
Number 4, Jackson Cardwell.
As Cardwell looks at the first pitch strike. One away, the Knights leading 1-0, and this one lifted high in the air into shallow center field. Long run out, long run in. And diving for it is Bagan. He got his glove on it, but couldn't pull it in. 1 run is in. Second one coming around. Mott scores standing up, and the Knights lead 3-0. Here's Rico Taylor for the Knights, left-handed hitting. And with 1 away, the Knights leading 3-0. He'll look at the first pitch strike out over the outside corner. He singled to Cardwell that drove in 2. And as the Knights up 3-0. Mullichek stopped at second. And the 0-1 to the Knights' second baseman is outside. And the count even at 1-1. Jack Gamble due next with Hunter Prater at the bottom of the order. Up after that, And so let's see if the Knights can get around here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-1. That's fouled back to the screen. And Turner ahead for the second straight batter as he looks to settle into this game. With Molichek leading off second, getting shadowed back. Then Turner comes home and misses high. The count even at 2-2. The first three Knights to come to the plate all walked and have all scored here in the bottom of the first inning. Turner fires home, and the off-speed pitch swung through and missed by Taylor. He's down on strikes, and there's 2 away. There's the talented freshman, Jack Gamble.
Number 14, Jack Gamble.
Yeah, according to the 5-game numbers that we have, hitting .571 on the season. No homers, 3 batted in. Diminutive right-handed hitting. Left fielder lifts one in the air down the line to left field. This is a long run. That's going to drop fair. 1 run will score. Cardwell is around third. He's going to score. That's a stand-up double for Jack Gamble. He thought about taking a big turn there. Decides to be happy with what he has. The Knights have 5. It's a big lead here in the bottom of the first inning on Vype Live. The Knights have batted around here in the first inning. Here's Hunter Prater. He swings and misses at the first pitch he sees.
Hunter Prater.
Middlebrook would be next. Molichek leads from second. No force on him now. They had a good fastball swung on and missed by Prater. And Turner 1 strike away from getting out of what's been a rough first inning for him. Lifted foul and out of play by Prater. We'll try that one again. Six, 7, 8 due for the Panthers in the top of the second as Paxton, Yang, and Brunker. Again, the 0-2. Lifted in the air into right field. This is a long run for Yang, but he got a good jump on it and pulls it in to make the third out of the inning. But the damage is done. 5 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. The Knights do leave 1, but after 1 inning, they lead the Hyde Park Panthers 5-0 here on Vype Live.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas with a 51st top. How does that sound?
Top 2 at the Regents School in Southwest Austin. Rob Jaskula back with you here on Vype Live. The Knights lead by a 5 spot, 5-0. After a big bottom of the first inning, first 3 batters all walked and all came around to score. Gamble was left on second base, but that the only blemish in a first inning where the Knights batted around. Paxton, Yang, and Brunker do.
For the Panthers, the first baseman, number 13, Oliver Paxton.
Paxton, the first baseman, or right-handed hitter. And with the infield at normal depths for the Knights. Oh, good breaking ball from Mott over for a called strike to start the inning. One strikeout, 2 hit batters by Mott in the top of the first. And from the windup, the breaking ball hung up a little high there, and it's 1-1. And this one, fastball lifted in the air, foul. That's out of play. Yeah, Mott back ahead in the count, 1-2 with nobody gone here in the top of the second inning. And we have hit official sunset here in Austin today, so the daylight will be fading quickly. And the lights taking over a very well-lit field. Lined towards first base. Good pick on one hop by Rob, and he'll step on the bag. Unassisted.
Let's go, 7.
For the first out of the top of the second.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 7, Ethan Yang.
Here's right fielder Ethan Yang, who recorded the final out of the bottom of the first inning. He bats right-handed. Mott, the windup. That's right over the outer half of the plate. Nice pitch, called strike one. 5-0, the Knights lead. This time Mott missing away. It's 1-1. And good hustle from Ryan Brunker to grab that foul ball. And the 1-1 with one out. That's low and away, and 2-1. Now to Yang. Never deviated from his stance. He's been ready to go, even while Mott was off the rubber. The pitch grounded towards second base. This should be routine for Taylor. Over to Rob in plenty of time. For out number 2. Top of the order due for the Knights in the bottom of the inning. Middlebrook, Rob, and Mott.
Batting 8th for the Panthers, the third baseman, number 14, Ryan Brunker.
Here's Ryan Brunker, the third baseman. 3 straight righties here hitting for the Panthers with 2 outs. And Mott, another good breaking ball. That's over for a called strike. That's been a very effective first pitch lately for him. He goes right back to the well, but missed the inside corner that time, and the count even at a ball and a strike. I think everybody wanted that one. And the 1-1, that's over the outside corner for a called strike 2. It popped up in the air over second base. That's going to drop in to center field for a base hit. First hit of the night for the Panthers. And it comes with 2 outs.
Bottom of the order for the Panthers, the second baseman, number 2, Tyson Boto.
Oh, it's all good. And with 2 away, here's the second baseman, Tyson Bodo. And he'll look at a strike with a nice fastball over the outside corner. And Mott chasing the runner back to first before he comes home with the 0-1. And from the stretch, that's inside. And the count even at a ball and a strike with 2 away here in the top of the second inning.
Here you go, Mott.
There's the breaking ball from Mott. Didn't quite catch the zone as across the plate. 2-1. Prater went down to first base, but good heads-up base running from Brunker. There's the 2-1. That's downstairs. Runner moving. Good throw down to second. That's in time. Oh, that looked like it was in plenty of time. And the crowd letting the umpires hear about it. I saw the same thing they did. That throw definitely beat the runner. Must have been Brunker getting in under the tag. That's a third stolen base for the Panthers. Yeah, Brock Schneider out for a word with the infield umpire. I like that move. The count is 2-1 on Boto.
Count, Blue. Blue, count. Count, Blue.
3-1 is the count.
Thank you. Thank you.
With 2 away, the runner on second now. Not from the stretch. Good breaking ball, swing and a miss. And now just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Panthers left 2 in the first, both in scoring position. And as Brunker leads from second, the pitch lifted high in the air towards second base, ranging over for it is Middlebrook. He has plenty of time to put it away. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, and the Knights in control. It's 5-0 here on Vype Live.
Well, that takes the
Yeah, a few changes for the Hyde Park Panthers as we get to the second inning. As we close the book on Brady Turner after one inning.
Back at the top of the order for the Knights, number 5, Truett Middlebrook.
Hunter Manning will now pitch. He started the game at short for the Panthers. Tyson Bodo moves from second to short. Ethan Yang is now at second base, and Sean House enters the game to play right field. First pitch offering to Middlebrook is a ball high, breaking ball that didn't turn down into the zone.
Let me hear you, student section.
Yeah, the Knights leading 5-0 here. As the righty Manning misses with his second, and it's 2-0. He walked on 4 straight pitches in the top of the first inning. Yeah, Manning delivers a strike this time as it's fouled up over the screen, out of play, and the count 2-1. So Turner gives up 5 runs on 2 hits, struck out 1, and walked 3. Here's a called strike with the off-speed pitch. And the count even on Middlebrook, it's 2-2. Another breaking ball. This one lifted in the air to right field, but directly at Sean House in his first play of the game is to record out number 1.
Batting for the Knights, number 7, Matthew Robb.
House in right field, the left-handed hitter and thrower, and just a freshman. Plenty of freshman talent on both of these teams. Here's Matthew Robb, who also walked on 4 pitches and scored in the top of the first inning. And Robb grounds the first one foul towards the Knight dugout, and Blake Mott the first one there, and he delivered a strike to Carter Klutz behind home plate. As darkness settles in here in the twilight hour. Manning delivers a fastball. It swung through and missed. And he's ahead 0-2 on Robb. And looking for a quick 2 outs as this one's lifted foul out of play down the right field line. Robb got a good piece of that one. Yeah, Manning staying ahead, working exclusively from the stretch towards the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Off-speed pitch is lifted in the air over short. This is going to be a long run. Boto can't pull it in as it falls over his head for the bloop single.
At the plate for the Knights,
At the
3,
third Knights hit
Mott.
of this game. Blake Mott was the third of 3 Knights to walk and score back in the top of the first inning. And he'll hit with 1 out and Robb on first with a good lead. And time called before Manning comes home with his first delivery. Our next Regents Knights broadcast will be boys lacrosse. That's tomorrow evening, a 7 o'clock face-off. I'll be on the call from that at the main field here at Regents. And lifted in the air, first base side. And Manning pulls in the pop-up just inside fair territory for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Knights, number 15, Hayes Contini.
Let's go, big boy. What do you say? Get him on here.
Here is Contini, and he's first pitch swinging, grounds it past third base. That's a fair ball. Running around second, heading to third is Rob, and he's going to make the turn, sent home. He's going to score, standing up. It's a 2-out RBI double for Contini. First pitch swinging, and the Knights have their touchdown. It's 6-0. Matthew Robb was really on his horse there to come around all the way from first base, scoring comfortably at a full sprint. Here's Mullichek. Reached on an error and scored. Drove in a run in the first inning. And he hits with Contini on second. Not holding him back there are the Panthers, and an off-speed pitch swung through and missed by Mullichek on the second pitch that he's seen here tonight. Panthers will send the top of the order to the plate in the top of the third. Manning, Klutz, and Bagan. We'll wait to see where House comes into the batting order. Panthers are using the DH tonight. Knights are not, just the starting 9 all batting. And before the 0-1 delivery, time called by Mullichek. And actually, Brock Snyder having a word with the infield umpire as well. And discussing a potential balk here. That's the second time in 2 innings that Snyder's been out on the infield, and you can tell by his body language he didn't like what he was told. Nothing he can do about it, though. It's 0-1 with 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. And Contini in scoring position for Mullichek. Manning with a long look back at Contini. Now kicks and fires. That's lifted in the air, foul behind home plate. And it's 0-2 to Mullichek. Cardwell would be next for the Knights. And from the stretch, low and away, went with the slider there, did Manning. Could afford to leave one out of the zone there. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Mullichek. And good chatter from the Knights dugout. Can hear it all the way up here. Got to Manning as he misses outside. It's 2-2. And Contini not pushing his lead too much. Yang shadowing over towards second. And again, Manning taking a long look. Now he fires home, lifted in the air, foul. Let's see if this one stays in play towards the first base side. And it is Manning with the basket catch to retire the side. A couple nice plays by him in this inning in his own cause. But the Knights pull across another run, 1 run on 2 hits. 1 man left. Then after 2 innings, the Knights lead 6-0 over the Hyde Park Panthers here on Vype Live.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan battles sweeps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Rob Jaskula back with you here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin, top of the third inning. And the Knights out to a 6-0 lead. Getting good value for it. Top of the order due for the Panthers in the third. That's Manning, Klutz, and Bagan. Six runs on 4 hits. 1 error committed by the Panthers. And the Panthers, no runs on 1 hit. And no Knights errors. The Panthers have left 3 runners in scoring position through 2 innings. And here is the left-handed hitting Hunter Manning to lead things off in the third inning against Blake Mott, who's pitching a nice game here so far. But missing inside. Well, did Manning get hit or not on that? Looked like the umpire signaled they did, and Manning wasn't convinced that he got hit. But it's a third hit batsman for Mott.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 16, Carter Klutz.
Really the only blemish on his pitching so far tonight. Carter Klutz flew out to center field on a 2-strike count in the first inning.
Let's go, Blake.
Yeah, first pitch ball. Not sure where that one missed from Mott. Mott again over the plate, but the ball called. Must have been low. It's 2-0. And Manning leading from first. Nobody out here in the third, and a good slider swung through and missed by Klutz. He swung where he thought that was as it dipped low and away out of the zone. Good pitch. With 2 balls from Mott, it's 2-1. Yeah, runner moving. This one lifted down the line in left field. This is going to be extra bases on 2 hops to the wall. 1 run is going to come around to score, and it's a stand-up double for Klutz as he drives in the first Hyde Park run of the evening. It's 6-1.
Let's go, Blake.
Now batting number 10.
Just the second hit of the night for the Panthers. It's a good one, though. The left-handed hitting center fielder, Saxton Bagan, was hit by a pitch and left at third base back in the first, and he hits with a runner on second, nobody out. Mott turns off the bag, fires back to second. Klutz was back standing up. Brady Turner, who started the game on the mound for the Panthers, is due next. Looks like he is in the on-deck circle. Yeah, breaking ball from Mott. Hung up out of the zone. To start the at-bat to Bagan. This one lifted foul down the third base line. That's going to be out of reach, though, of Jack Gamble. The count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1. As Mott works from the stretch with the runner at second. Rob in at first, and Mott went back to second base, and it was a really nice play by Truett Middlebrook, leaping to the second base side of the bag, or excuse me, the first base side of the bag, to pull that one in before it went into center field. But no harm done. It's still 1-1. As Klutz leads from second. Yeah, Mott missing low in the dirt. It's 2-1. Just about fully dark here in West Austin after a lovely afternoon, turning into a very nice evening. And the left-handed hitting Bagan calls time. Mott was looking back at second base again. And Klutz out to healthy leads, and he threw his hands up in the air. Well, not sure what he was expecting. And we'll see if Middlebrook can sneak behind him again here. It's 2-1. 5 runs in the first, 1 the second from the Knights, and 1 run in here in the third for the Panthers. There's a ball low, and the runner moving. Oh, and it looked like the Knights got him at third base, but sliding in under the tag was Klutz. Klutz was briefly caught in between bases. It was a good scoop behind home plate by Prater. He fired down to second. Klutz took off for third. The throw looked like it was in time to Mullichek, and he got the tag down. But Klutz must have gotten the hand in under the tag, and the count 3-1. And again, Brock Snyder out to have a word with the infield umpire. Well, keeping the tradition here, he's been out every half inning defensively for the Knights so far tonight. The count is 3 balls and a strike to Bagan with 1 run already in, nobody out in the top of the third inning. Yeah, it did look like that tag was right in the chest on Klutz, so he must have gotten the hand under. So back to the windup for Mott. Yeah, the 3-1 over the outside corner for a called strike to count full. Here comes a big pitch.
Let's go, Mott.
Mott working from the first base side of the rubber to the left-handed, hitting Bagan. Good breaking ball. He just got a piece of that one, and that's off of Prater's mask. We'll try the 3-2 again. And again, the payoff pitch. Scooped into the air, foul. Off the top of the Knights dugout.
Let me hear you, student section.
And we'll try the payoff pitch again. Klutz leading from third. Again, the breaking ball, and again, just a piece of it for Bagan. Back to the screen. Doing a good job battling here. That's 3 straight foul balls on the 3-2 count. And we expect Turner next for the Hyde Park Panthers. And time called behind home plate. Long at bat here for Saxton Bagan. Already at 8 pitches. Here comes number 9. As Mott kicks, fires home, swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, Bagan battled as long as he could, but is retired on strikes. That's 2 strikeouts tonight for Turner.
For the Panthers, number 24.
Or excuse me, for Mott. Yeah, Turner looks at the first pitch that missed down in 1-0. He was hit by a pitch but left at second base back in the first inning. Started the game on the hill for the Panthers. Gave up 5 runs in just 1 inning of work, but stays in the game and looks at a called strike. Yeah, Mott delivering over the outside corner. Check swing from Turner. Did he go? No appeal. It's 2-1. 6-1 is the Knights' lead. 6, 7, 8 due for them in the bottom of the inning. Cardwell, Taylor, and Gamble. The 2-1. That is bounced towards short. Good pick by Middlebrook, and he fires over to first in plenty of time. But the run does score as Klutz trots in. Yeah, it's a 6-2 ball game with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's the big fella, Martin Luke, the designated hitter. And he'll look at a breaking ball inside. He lifted a fly ball to left field to end the top of the first inning. And Mott missing low and away this time. And Luke ahead, 2-0. Oliver Paxton would be next for the Panthers here in the top of the third inning. They've cut into this Regents lead, now 6-2. Yeah, and from the windup, Mott delivers. Yeah, a big swing and a miss from Luke. Swung right over that fastball, and it's 2-1. And Mott going for the outside corner, but that one just outside, and 3-1 to Luke.
Go get him, Blake.
Manning led off the inning. He was hit by a pitch, came around to score on the double from Klutz, who stole third, and then scored on the ground out from Turner a moment ago, the 3-1. That's a base on balls with 2 outs. The dreaded 2-out walk. There's our first base on balls issued, and here is Sean House, who came into the game.
Sean House.
Batting for Paxton, the first baseman. House came into the game to play right field in the last inning. And first pitch strike from Mott to the freshman House. Yeah, runner on first with 2 away, and that hit him in the foot. Now that's 4 batters hit by Mott in under 3 innings of work so far here tonight.
Panthers, number 7, Ethan Yang.
So House's welcome to the ball game is a painful one. Here's Ethan Yang, who started the game out in right field for the Panthers, has moved to second base. He grounded to second base in the second. 2 runs already in for the Panthers here in the top of the third inning. 6-2 is the Regents' lead. Scott Ruffcorn having a few words with his batter Yang, who hits with 2 men on and 2 men out. Luke to second base, House to first, and with 2 outs here, Luke walking and then House being hit by a pitch. There's a couple of free base runners for the Panthers late in the top of the third. And Mott from the stretch, first pitch fouled right back at us. Glad the net was there. Even I flinched a little bit. Always guilty of that. 20 years in the business. When will I learn? Middlebrooks shading the runner back at second. The 0-1 due. From Mott, who stretches and fires. Breaking ball missed low, and that got away from Prater. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. It's 2 in scoring position with 2 outs for the Panthers. Looking to rally here after falling behind 6-0 in 2 innings. Count 1-1. As Mott fires. Ooh, and that buzzed the tower on Yang. He did well to duck out of the way. It's 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. As Mott winds and delivers, that's low. It's 3-1 to Yang with Ryan Brunker due next.
Go get him, Mott.
Luke is at third, House at second after reaching with 2 outs. And the 3-1 from Mott. That's low and away. It's ball 4. Runner moving. The throw at the plate. He's out at home. Hunter Prater. A really nice toss back to Blake Mott, who applies the tag on the foot of Martin Luke to retire the side. 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave 2.
Well, that takes us to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen.
As Yang had walked on that pitch.
No errors. 1 man left.
There we go to the bottom of the third. It's a 6-2 Regents lead here on the Vype Live Network.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Jackson Cardwell leads things off for the Knights in the bottom of the third inning. They lead 6-2 here on the Vype Live Network. Cardwell, Taylor, and Gamble due for the Knights. Hunter Manning continues on the mound for the Hyde Park Panthers, and he delivers a breaking ball over for a called strike on Cardwell. Cardwell singled, drove in 2 runs back in the first inning, and later came around to score himself. He grounds one softly towards first base. Good flip from Turner, who is now playing first base. That's where he ended up after the pitching change. And there's one away.
Batting for the Knights, number 13, Rico Taylor.
Here's Rico Taylor, struck out back in the first inning. Hitting left-handed against the righty Manning. Yeah, first pitch breaking ball hung up outside of the zone. And Taylor ahead on one pitch. This time he swings and misses. That one dropped low and out of the zone as he swung over it. And the count even at a ball and a strike with one out. In the bottom of the third, corner infielders a bit in for the Panthers, which paid off on the Cardwell ground out to Turner. And Manning, who works from the stretch, kicks and comes home. Swing and a miss, strike two. Taylor saw a pitch he liked high over the outer part of the plate and couldn't get the barrel on it. And now down the ball and two strikes. Slightly open batting stance for the lefty Taylor. He swings, got a piece of it, but it's right into the glove of Carter Klutz, so he's down on strikes. Yeah, quickly, two away.
Batting for the Knights, number 14, Jack Gamble.
Jack Gamble doubled, drove in 2 runs his first time. There, looks at the first pitch low and away here, the talented freshman. Prater would be next at the bottom of the order for the Knights. Oh, and it looked like Klutz had a nice frame job there, but the home plate umpire not buying it. That's outside, 2-0. Gamble probably just wrapped up his basketball season with the Knights JV. Lifts one high in the air to left center field. Both outfielders converging on it. Well, there's no signal made. I think that was dropped out in center field by Bagan. No signal yet from the umpires. They're just calling time. They're going to confer. This infield umpire, he'd never made a signal that anybody was out. Gamble just staying on first. And look, if the infield umpire can't call him out, they can't call him out. At least that's according to my logic anyway. And they are going to call it safe. Would have gambled a hit for that. That was a tough run. Now 2 for 2 for the freshman left fielder. And here's Hunter Prater, who flew out to right field to end the first inning. And now Scott Ruffcorn out for a conference with the home plate umpire. Both managers definitely getting their face time in with the umpiring crew this evening. Knights lead 6-2, 5 in the first, 1 in the second, before the Panthers got 2 here in the top of the third inning.
At the bottom of the order for the Knights, number 2, Hunter Prater.
I don't think Scott Ruffcorn was very happy with the outcome of that discussion. But the decision made. Then here's the right-handed hitting catcher, Hunter Prater, who just did a great job to record the final out of the top of the inning on the wild pitch, but then firing home. And now the home plate umpire calling time and heading down to the Knights dugout area. He's having a word with Brock Schneider, and Well, he wasn't saying anything there. I'm not sure what this is all about. Well, Hunter Prater firing up the crowd here at Regents. A nice crowd on hand at this lovely ballpark. Hunter Manning having a word on the pitching rubber with the infield umpire as well. And I think Brock Snyder's defending his dugout here, who have been vociferous throughout the night. But that was an interesting time for it. Seemed like a very quiet moment in the game for them to call time. Yeah, Hunter Prater getting down with himself, as you can see here on Vype Live. And feel free to click the settings wheel. This game is available in HD tonight. And still the discussion carrying on. Both umpires now having a word. With Brock Snyder over at the third base coaching box. 6-2 is the Knights' lead here in the bottom of the third. 2 away. And nothing comes from it. And I think we're all set. Again, Prater flew out on a 2-strike count to right field to end the first inning. And he hits with Gamble on first, following his following his single, rather. He does have 2 driven in, but those came in the first inning. Spring training for all of us here, folks, on Vype Live. As we begin our baseball coverage for the season. Here's Manning from the stretch to the right-handed hitting Prater. And the crowd making some noise. Good breaking ball over the inside corner for a called strike. Top of the order due for the Panthers in the fourth inning. 8-9-1. Brunker, Boto, and Manning due in the fourth. Manning checking the runner at first. Now fires home. High fastball swung through and missed. And Prater down 0-2 for the second time tonight. With 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning.
Let's go, 2.
Knights have scored in both the first and the second, looking to extend that run with Gamble on first. Manning working from the first base side of the rubber. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Prater. 2 strikeouts for Manning in the third inning as the Knights score no runs. On a 1 hit, they leave 1. And we go to the fourth with the Knights leading 6-2 here on Vype Live.
Block number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Rob Jaskulo back with you. Top of the fourth inning here at the Regents School, and both managers having a conference with the umpires. between innings here, extended discussion. A couple of changes to report defensively for the Knights, and it's a clean swap by the looks of it as Hunter Prater goes from catcher to second base, and Rico Taylor swaps in behind home plate for Blake Mott. Knights with 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 Panther error. Panthers 2 runs, 2 hits. Yeah, no errors by the Knights.
Come on, John Dunaway, let's get him
6-2 is the Regents' lead.
Leading off the inning for the Panthers.
And Ryan Brunker, the number 8 hitter, to lead things off. Boto and Manning at the top of the order due for the Panthers here in the 4th. Brunker singled and stole second base, but was left there. Back in the second inning, and he looks at the ball. And Mott working quickly here. Hits the inside corner with the breaking ball. That's been his best pitch tonight, and it's 1-1. And Knox Snyder out again to talk with the umpires. I think he was getting his defensive changes sorted out. And I don't know if he can have any issue with the Hyde Park batting order. I have it the same way that they're standing anyway. And if this is confusion about the end of the last inning, Yang did take ball 4 before the out on the wild pitch. At least that's my understanding. Yeah, the count to ball and a strike with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. And again, time called. And the Knights coaching staff still wanting clarification. Now it looks like we're going to have another conference, this time over on the third base side, and there is a windowsill in the way here. And folks, I honestly can't even speculate what this issue is. Brunker is the guy who's due up. He's in the spot all night. So I'm not sure what the extensive discussions are about here. But I can tell you, folks, that our next night's baseball broadcast will be on the 20th of March. That's a 4 p.m. first pitch against the Grace Community School, and I should be here for that one. And it's a doubleheader? Okay, and I'm just doing the second game. That's why that schedule looks strange. I'm not going to be able to leave the office in time for that 1 o'clock first pitch. As much as I would love to keel off for the day at 11 o'clock, that's unfortunately not going to be the case. But we will have the second leg of that doubleheader at 4 o'clock for you. But before that, tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., face-off for Knights lacrosse as they take on Plano's John Paul II.
A lot of these are some tournament information here. They're down to 30 seconds in the Big Ten tournament second round. Illinois leading number 18 Michigan State 71-69. Finals from earlier today, SEC second round action. Number 17 Kentucky takes down number 22 Georgia 76-61. ACC action second round, Clemson over Virginia 63-50. Big 12 action second round, Kansas State upsets number 21 Texas Tech. Lady Textures upset 58-51. Also another SEC action in number 7 Oklahoma defeats Florida 82-64. More ACC action. Notre Dame defeats Miami 69-54. Let's continue updating you a little bit of NCAA women's basketball here. Big Ten tournament, second round, number 11, Ohio State. The Buckeyes take care of Indiana, 83-59. More Big 12 action finals here. BYU, the Cougars take down Utah, 70-52. ACC action, Syracuse defeats Cal, 70-59. And the final SEC action, Ole Miss Rebels, 24.
It's still conferencing here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin, and still no clue as to what it's about. But finally, the umpires are coming over to have a word with Scott Ruffcorn, the manager of the Panthers. Just judging by his body language, I think he and I are on the same page here as to what this is about. I think it's confusion about the Yang base on balls to end the previous inning. He walked as a wild pitch, but Martin Luke was thrown out at home plate on the wild pitch. But again, no telling what the current quandary is. The count is 1-1 on Brunker. And our thanks to Rob Galvin here, the voice of the Knights public address. We're running through some of the college basketball scores, and I heard the My Iowa Hawkeyes are doing well tonight in their upset bid over the Michigan Wolverines. And behind home plate, Rico Taylor having a few words, and I see a cell phone being worked on by the umpires and by Brock Snyder over at the Knights' third base dugout. I think Scott Ruffcorn wants to head over there. Not creeping too close to it, though.
Come on, stretch your legs.
And, we're going to step aside really quickly here on Vype Live.
Come on, Shotwell family.
All right, 1-1 the count, we think. There's the breaking ball, swing and a miss from Brunker, and 1-2. All right, there are no changes made to the lineup for either team there after that extended break. And the 1-2 check swing. Did he go? Yeah, no signal. Truth be told, I'm not sure he was really looking. Didn't go. It's 2-2.
Come on, man.
Nobody out here in the top of the second. Bunker is the top of the fourth, rather, as that's fouled away. And the count stays 2-2. No changes were made in the field, and Brunker stayed at bat with the count 1-1 after all of that. Looking forward to hearing in the coming days what that was all about. And now the 2-2. Good breaking ball, but that's poked foul down the first base line. Brunker did well just to get a piece of that one. And it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man, the Knights with that big 5-run first inning. Kept the lead steady since. Here's a sharp ground ball. That's off the glove of Mott to second base. Good play, good pickup there from Prater as he fires over to Robb in plenty of time for out number 1. That ball was hit so hard that Prater had plenty of time to make the play on it, and even though it was off the glove of Mott, so for those of you keeping score at home, we're going to score that one a 1-4-3. And here's Bodo.
Panthers, number 2, Tyson Boto.
He popped out to shortstop to end the second inning. And we go to the top with Manning after this. First pitch fastball missing high. Mott has struck out 2, walked 2, but hit 4 through 3 1/3 innings tonight. And the 1-0 comes high and tight. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitting count here for Bodo. As Mott winds from the first base side of the rubber. Ooh, and that must have missed low as it ducked out of the zone. And it's 3 balls to the shortstop, Bodo. Started the game at second for the Panthers, who trail 6-2. There's a good fastball over the outer half of the plate, 3-1. Two runs on 2 hits. No night errors here tonight. And the 3-1 missing the outside corner. That's a third base on balls drawn by the Panthers tonight. And with 1 away, here's Manning at the top of the order, but I don't think Mott's going to get to pitch to him. Looks like a pitching change is in order. We'll be right back here on Vype Live.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hunter Prater on the hill for the Knights. And Blake Mott moves to second base, so a simple change there. As we close the book on Mott after 3 1/3 innings. 2 runs on 2 hits. He's responsible for the runner at first, though. Struck out 2, walked 3 rather, and hit 4. As Prater works from the stretch with the runner on first. Yeah, the first pitch missing high and away to the left-handed hitting Hunter Manning. Struck out to lead off this game, was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 3rd. Started the game at second base for the Panthers and has been pitching since the top of the 2nd. He lifts one in the air into center field for a base hit. Boto moves up 90 feet. He'll be first and second with 1 out. And here's Carter Klutz, the catcher.
Batting for the Panthers, number 16, Carter Klutz.
1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 3rd. He's also flown out to center field tonight. 6-2 is the Knights' lead. And still no inkling what all that delay was about at the start of this inning. I'm looking forward to hearing what that was about as Klutz calls time. Already, this game nearing the 2-hour mark. And the top of the 4th. And Prater spinning off the rubber and looking back. Boto at second. Middlebrook has shown flashes of trying to get behind the runner for the pickoff maneuver. That does leave a nice gap between 3rd and short for the right-handed hitting Klutz. And again, time called. Look, folks, I got to call him like I see him. This game is dragging already here in the top of the 4th inning. And through no fault of the baseball, and now Prater delivers low and away. His first offering to Klutz.
Put in play, kid. Here we go. Let's go, Hunter.
Prater working from the first base side of the rubber to the right-handed hitting Klutz. Missing low and away. That's knocked down well by Taylor. Runner moving to 3rd. And it's a great stop over at 3rd base by Mulacek to keep that one from heading down the 3rd baseline. Both runners up 90 feet. And the count 2-0 to Klutz. With 2 runners in scoring position, still just 1 away. You're in the top of the 4th. And Prater stepping off the rubber. Working very deliberately here to the first batter he's faced. And the pitch inside on the fastball, and it's 3-0.
Let's go, kid. Battle. Here we go.
Bagan is due next for the Panthers and should hit with no force situation on. You never know in baseball, folks, as you know. This time, a called strike down the middle. And Prater battling back. It's 3-1. Klutz delivering. This one lifted high in the air. Foul on the third base side. Ranging over is Mullichek, and he can't pull it in. But the count now full at 3-2.
Go get him, Hunter. Here we go, kid. Tightest game.
So Prater has done well to battle back to a full count here. And as Klutz steps out, and the Knights student section making themselves heard behind home plate. You'll love to see it. The payoff pitch. Over the outside corner for a called strike 3. What a job battling back by Hunter Prater. He fell behind 3 balls on that count. Comes back to strike out Klutz, and there's 2 away.
Batting for the Panthers, number 10, Saxton Bagan.
Here's Saxton Bagan. He was hit by a pitch in the first, got left at third, and struck out on a full count in the third. Skinny left-handed hitting. Center fielder Bagan looks at a fastball high and tight. Just a little bit on both, but it's a ball. Top of the order due for the Knights in the bottom of the inning. And let's see if Prater can get out of this jam with runners at second and third. 2 outs. The 1-0. That's over the inside corner for a called strike. Taylor was setting up outside, but Prater did a nice job hitting that spot right at the knees on the inside corner. I had a great look at that one from my vantage point here in the press box. 1-1 now. Manning at second. Bodo at third. And time called. The 1-1. That's fouled away. One and 2, and Prater a little animated out there on the mound, but he is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Yeah, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And a leap from Prater as he pitches his way out of the jam. Back-to-back strikeouts to retire the side. No runs on 1 hit. The Panthers leave 2 in scoring position. We've played 3.5 and the Knights lead 6-2 here on Vype Live.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Our graduates come back in. Welcome back, Hudson. Welcome back, Jason.
Well, bottom of the fourth inning here at the Regents School in South Austin. Rob Jaskula, Shane Szolwinski back with you on this beautiful, clear evening. Overcast but clear. Looks like the rain is going to hold off, and it's top of the order due for the Knights, who lead 6-2. Middlebrook, Rob, and Mott do. After Hunter Prater came on in relief and struck out back-to-back Panthers with 2 runners in scoring position to end the top half of the inning.
Back at the top of the order for the Knights. Number 5, Truett Middlebrook.
And Truett Middlebrook walked and scored to lead off the first inning for the Knights and flew out to left field to lead off the second. And so for the third time tonight, he leads off an inning. The right-handed hitter lifts one into the air to center field. Yeah, ranging back for it. Yeah, making the catch is Bagan. He didn't like the range on that one, but he did haul it in the end. And there's one out after one pitch for Hunter Manning here in the bottom of the fourth.
Let's go, Rob.
Batting for the Knights, number 7, Matthew Robb.
Knights have left a batter on base in each of the first 3 innings. And Robb swings the first pitch breaking ball that's in on the hands. He lifts it down the right field line. That's curving foul. Robb walked on 4 pitches and scored in the first, and singled and scored in the second. So 1 for 1 tonight for the Knights first baseman, who awaits the 0-1 from Manning. Jammed him on the hands again. It's popped just in front of first base. Good fundamental play by Klutz as he fires over to Turner for out number 2. Here's Blake Mott, who started the game on the hill for the Knights. Pitched 3 1/3 innings.
Batting for the Knights, number 3, Blake Mott.
Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Struck out 2, walked 3, hit 4. And tonight he has walked and scored, but also popped out to the pitcher. And he hits here with nobody on, 2 out. Count 1-0, or 0-1 rather. No, 1-0. Now 1-1 as that's lifted foul back up over our heads. Hard to the order, 4, 5, 6 due for the Panthers in the top of the 5th. That's Turner, Luke, and House. The 1-1 down and away. And Mott ahead in the count. Contini would be next. The pitch from Manning. That is hit hard towards the gap in left center. That's going to be a long run for Bagan. It's going to one hop to the wall. Extra bases for Blake Mott with 2 outs. He doubles.
Let's go, Hayes.
Batting for the Knights, number 15, Hayes Contini.
Here's Hayes Contini. Doubled and drove in a run in the second, popped out in the first. So 1 for 2 with a 1 run driven in for him this evening. Mott with a good lead at second. Manning working exclusively from the stretch here tonight. Hits over the outer half of the plate with his first pitch to Contini for a strike. Malachek would be next. As Contini hits with a runner in scoring position. Yeah, runner moving. Breaking ball is outside. They're not even going to get a throw down. Great jump from Mott. The count even at a ball and a strike. And now the 7th run of the game, just 90 feet away for Contany, who swings through the fastball.
Good rip, kid.
And now Manning a strike away from pitching himself out of trouble. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 2-out trouble. Mott 90 feet away at third. Here's the 1-2. Oh, and the high heat got him to chase it. Contany down on strikes. The inning is over. No runs on 1 hit. The Knights leave 1. We go to the 5th. The Regents in control. It's 6-2 here on the Vype Live Network.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Top of the 5th inning here at the Regents School in West Austin. Rob Jaskula, Shane Shulwinski back with you. The Knights leading 6-2 after 4 innings. Brady Turner will lead things off for the Panthers to send the heart of the order. Luke and House to follow here in the 5th. Hunter Prater stays on the bump for the Knights. Turner 0 for 1 tonight, was hit by a pitch and left on base in the 1st inning. Grounded to short, but drove in a run back in the 3rd as he looks at the ball high. Prater struck out Klutz looking, and then Bagan to end the 4th inning as this one's lifted in the air to left field. That should be a can of corn for Jack Gamble, and there's one away.
At the plate for the Panthers, number 30, Martin Luke.
That was Gamble.
Here's Martin Luke.
Shut your face, Meyer.
Flew out to left to end the 1st inning. And walked in the 3rd and was thrown out while trying to take home on a wild pitch to end that inning. He looks at one up and away for a ball. Luke, the right-handed hitting designated hitter, swings at the slider and fouls it back to the screen right at the students below us. Crowd has been in good voice here tonight on a lovely evening. The forecast was a lot more menacing than it turned out to be today. The 1-1. Went back to the slider, this time missing low. Couldn't get him to chase it. It's 2-1. Molichek playing slightly in at third, about level with the bag. Of course, he steps back as soon as I say that. Everybody else at normal depth. Maybe a little bit shallow from Cardwell in center. With the wind blowing out, the 2-1 missing high, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Luke ahead.
Put in play here, kid. Here we go. Give him something to hit.
Prater's recorded 3 straight outs since coming into the game. And the 3-1. Ooh, that must have been low. It's a base on balls. That's the first one issued by Prater. Here's Sean House to hit with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. House came into the game in the 3rd inning and was hit by a pitch and left at second base in the 3rd inning. The Panthers have left 7 runners on base tonight. First pitch low, and it's a ball and no strike. To the freshman Sean House, who's playing right field, the lefty, batting lefty. And the 1-0. That is lifted off the hands towards shortstop. Millbrook stepping back for it and puts it away right where the infield transitions to outfield for the 2nd out. Ethan Yang to hit for the Panthers. 0 for 1 tonight, grounded to second in the 2nd, and walked and was left on base to end the 3rd. It was his base on balls that the wild pitch happened on that ended the inning. That's high and tight to him. And ahead of ball with 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. And Luke over at first for the Panthers, who trail 6-2. Prater from the stretch. Yeah, missing down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitting count here. Mullachek, Cardwell, and Taylor do for the Knights in the bottom of the inning. Two runs on 3 hits. No night errors for the Panthers. That's 3-0. And throw down to second, not in time. Well, they threw down to first to try and pick off Luke. He took off and got in there underneath the tag.
Hey, get your hitter here, kid. Let's go. Ground ball.
So the double play no longer in effect. I would imagine taking all the way here is Yang. Brunker due next for the Panthers here in the top of the 5th inning. No, there are 2 outs. I don't know what I'm talking about the double play for. Here's a strike called on the inside corner. It's 3-1.
Go right at him, kid. Make him hit it.
Well, the Panthers have had runners in scoring position in every inning tonight. They've only scratched across 2 runs, though. 6-2, the night lead. Luke doing some dancing back there at second base, but Prater comes home, and that one fouled back off the hands.
Hey, go get him, 2.
And Prater again has fought back to a full count after going behind three balls. The breaking ball fouled back again. He did well just to get a piece of that one. That was a good-looking pitch. Yang, the bat's right-handed, started the game in right field, has moved to second for the Panthers. And with 2 away, runner on second. Again, the 3-2. Again, fouled away. That was off the gear of Rico Taylor, and again, back to the screen. Yeah, good hustle from Brunker to deliver the balls back to the home plate umpire. And the 8th pitch of this at-bat. As Prater kicks, fires. Well, that's lifted in the air towards right field. Running out for it, though, is Mott, and Mott puts it away in shallow right field to retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave 1.
In the middle of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen, that's our 7th inning stretch since we only go 7.
And it is stretch time here at Regents.
So
Well, kick it over to Rob Galvin This is Regents Knights Baseball on Vype Live.
Specifically the sophomores right here in front of the press box. And I need their Young Life leaders. Come on, boys. You know the words. Young Life leaders will help you. Help them, everybody. Let's encourage them, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Let's keep them up, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little bit more. 1. All right, let's put on our sequin jumpsuit. I'm pretty sure they should know these words.
6 runs on 6 hits. 1 Hyde Park Panther error has the Regents Knights up 6-2, middle of the 5th inning. Rob Jaskula, Shane Showinski back with you here on Vype Live. And the Regents student section in good voice for Take Me Out to the Ball Game as we do the stretch after 5 in these 7-inning games. Hunter Manning continuing on the hill after coming on to start the 2nd inning for the Panthers. And his first pitch to Mulichek. This inside. Ooh, that came close to hitting him. I guess it didn't. Maximus Mulichek drove in a run, reached on error, and scored in the 1st. And popped out to the pitcher in the 3rd, and he lines one into left center field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there from Mulichek. And the Knights back in business.
At the plate for the Knights, number 4, Jackson Cardwell.
And both teams have left at least one runner on base in every inning, but that does mean fellas are getting on base. Here's Jackson Cardwell. Singled and drove in 2 runs in the 1st. That big 5-run 1st inning for the Knights. And grounded out. First base to pitcher to lead off the 3rd, and he takes a called strike here. Mulichek, not a big lead over at first. But Manning goes over anyway. Brunker playing in at 3rd as well. As Cardwell steps back in the box, the right-handed hitter against the righty Manning. And the 0-1. Lifted foul and out of play over the Hyde Park dugout. That was high and in on the hands. And yeah, you can see Cardwell shaking his right hand a little bit there. That was a good pitch from Manning.
Let's go, Jackson. What do you say, kid?
Count 0-2. As Manning has gotten ahead again. He struck out 2 Knights tonight. Mulichek leading at first, but leaning towards first base. And that's up and away. Good eye from Cardwell, not chasing that. It's 1-2. The left-handed hitting Rico Taylor due next for Regents. There's a strike right down the middle. Good fastball for a called strike 3. Cardwell down on strikes. That's 3 strikeouts for Manning. And 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Batting for the Knights, number 13, Rico Taylor.
And, excuse me, that's 4 strikeouts for Hunter Manning since he's entered the game to pitch. 5 total for Panther pitchers, but Manning misses high here to Rico Taylor, who has struck out twice tonight.
Let's go, Rico.
Once in the 1st, once in the 3rd, both swinging. Mullichek at first with one out. Oh, Taylor didn't commit to that swing. He went fishing. Yeah, it's 1-1. Bottom dropped out on that slider. Good pitch from Manning. Yeah, it's once across the board. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Yeah, Manning spins off the rubber. Looks Mullichek back. Yeah, the shortstop Bodo is ready to head to second base here. I'm thinking Mullichek might be on the move. Maybe a hit and run here on from the Panthers. Here's the pitch. And it's tipped for strike 2 to Rico Taylor. Gamble next with one away here in the bottom of the 5th inning as we open our baseball broadcast schedule as part of our spring coverage of Knights Athletics here on the Vype Live Network. Always a thrill to be here with you folks. Breaking ball lined towards second base. That's a good ranging play by Yang to fire over to Turner in time. Thought that might squeeze through the hole there between first and second. But Yang, a nice play on it for out number 2.
Number 14, Jack Gamble.
But since that wasn't hit very hard, it was an easy trot to second base for Mullichek. So he's in scoring position for Jack Gamble, who's 2 for 2 tonight. He's driven in 2 runs with his double back in the first. He also singled in the third. Corner infielders playing at the grass line. Yang shadowing Mullichek over at second. And first pitch swinging is Gamble. He just lifts it 40 feet in the air, and that is right to Manning to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left for the Knights. We go to the 6th. They still lead 6-2 here on Vype Live.
5 innings.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas for the 51st time. How does that sound?
Prater continues on the mound for the Knights. As we reach the top of the 6th inning, (8-9-1) due for the Hyde Park Panthers in the top of the 6th inning. That's Brunker, Boto, and Manning. Hunter Prater continues on the bump for the Regents Knights. Came on in the 4th inning to pitch and has been good.
Leading off this inning for the Panthers, number 14, Ryan Brunker.
Ryan Brunker singled but was left on base in the 2nd and grounded out 1-4-3 off of the glove of Prater back in the 4th inning. Excuse me, that was off the glove of Mott before he left the game. As we've ticked over the 2-hour mark here on Thursday evening at the Regents School. Glad to have you with us here on Vype Live. First pitch slider, just missing up. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. 6-2, the Knights lead. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors committed by the Knights. 1 error for Hyde Park, 2 runs on 3 hits. No Knight errors for the Panthers. And there's a called strike over the outside corner to Brunker. Count even at 1-1. Yeah, Brunker trying the breaking ball. Ooh, that just misses in.
I like it.
2-1. And now another slider called strike. Brayer doing a nice job battling back in these counts. It's 2-2. The right-handed hitting Brunker, who looks at one away. I think he thought that was ball 4 as he started to mess with his gloves, but the count now full to him. 6-2 is the Knights' lead. This is the first batter of the inning. For Hyde Park. And the payoff pitch, good off-speed pitch, but that's lifted foul out of play. We'll try it again. Yep, Brunker to swing at it.
Dig deep, kid. Here we go.
And again, we try the payoff delivery. Breaking ball lined foul. Now the first base side. As Brunker stays alive. He's had 2 strikes on him in all 3 of his at-bats tonight. All 3 plate appearances tonight, rather. And again, the 3-2. This time a called strike 3 over the outside corner. 1 away here in the top of the 6th.
At the bottom of the order, number 2, Tyson Boto.
That is 3 strikeouts for Prater since he entered the game in the 4th inning. Here's Tyson Boto. Started the game at second base and has moved to shortstop. He popped out to short and walked and was left at third back in the 4th inning. And he'll look at one down low to start this at-bat. And another breaking ball lifted foul down the first base line. Ranging over for it is Robb, and he puts it away. Lost his cap, but caught the ball for out number 2. Really nice play by him.
At the top of the order, number 4, Hunter Manning.
And there's 2 away.
Let him have it. Here we go, 2.
Back to the top of the order with Hunter Manning, the left-handed hitting pitcher. Throws righty, bats lefty. 1 for 2 tonight. He's hit by a pitch, singled, and is struck out. He's trying to lean into one here. Not going to get it, but he's crowding the plate and stuck his shoulder right out towards the strike zone. It's a ball. Now Prater set, delivering the high heat. That's fouled back to the screen. 1-1.
I'm on Mitch.
Prater then back to the top of the order with Middlebrook and Robb due for the Knights in the bottom of the inning. And the 1-1 breaking ball stayed outside of the zone, and it's 2 balls and a strike to him. And another foul ball, this time up over the Knights' dugout and into the bullpen, where it looks like there is some activity. So I see Carlisle Spicer down there. The count 2-2. Looks like number 1. You know, I brought my good binoculars, and I've used them maybe once. Spring training for everybody here, folks, on Vype Live as we start our baseball coverage. The 2-2. Couldn't get him to chase outside of the zone. It's a full count to Hunter Manning, who has been good since he came into the game to pitch in the second. He's only given up 1 run on the hill. The 3-2 off the hands, lifted down the third baseline. That's going to drop in for a base hit. A 2-out single.
Good hit.
Yeah, Manning now 2 for 3 at the dish.
Now at the blink for the Panthers, number 16, Carter Klutz.
Catcher Carter Klutz doubled and drove in a run in the third. Also came around to score. 1 for 3 tonight. He's also struck out looking and flown out to center field. Yeah, courtesy runner in for the Panthers is Cooper Lee. The sophomore, 5'6", 130 pounds. So I'd imagine good speed. As Prater went with the breaking ball, missing inside to Klutz. That would have jammed him in on the hands. It looked like he may have caught some of the black on that, too. But Prater down a strike, rather. With Manning leading from first. And here's a breaking ball, and that didn't dip far enough, missing high. Yeah, 2-ball count.
Let's go, HP. Here we go, kid. Ground ball here.
And looking for the inside corner this time. No bite from the umpire. 3-0. A tight zone here. And now a called strike as he finds the outer half. Checking the runner. Sending Manning back to first. And again, that time a lot closer. Bob taking his time before firing back to Prater. Two away here in the top of the 6th inning. The count is 3-1. And the pitch low and away, ball 4. The dreaded 2-out walk. Puts runners at first and second for the number 3 hitter, Bagan.
Batting number 10, Saxton Bagan.
That's the second walk issued against 3 strikeouts for Hunter Prater.
Courtesy runner number 12, Justin Magruder.
And Justin Magruder in as the courtesy runner. So that's Lee at second, Magruder at first. And the left-handed hitting Bagan has struck out his last 2 times. Was hit by a pitch in the first and left at third. And first pitch swinging at the breaking ball. Grounds one towards short. Going to be a quick play. And safe at first is Bagan as he beats out the flip from Mott. Well, Mott couldn't have really played that any better as he charged on it, made a nice pick, and tried to flip an underhand over to Robb. But too much speed from Bagan and not enough speed on the ground ball. It's a 2-out infield hit. And the bases are full of Panthers. And out comes Brock Snyder for a word. And it looks like a pitching change is going to be made. At the conference ongoing, we will see. Couple of two-out singles and a walk for the Hyde Park Panthers to load the bases here in the top of the sixth inning. Now 2 runs, 5 hits, no night errors. For the Knights, 6 runs on 7 hits and 1 Hyde Park error. Have them up 6-2. Scored 5 in the first, did the Regents Knights. 1 in the second. Hyde Park pulled 2 back in the third. And threatening to get right back into this game here with Brady Turner at the dish. And one swing can still tie this one.
Let's go, 2.
Turner, 6'5", 210 pounds. He started the game pitching for the Panthers, has moved to first base. Gave up those 5 runs in the first. And he hits here with the bases full. And Prater does stay in for the Knights, and time called by Turner. Lee at third, Magruder on second. And Bagan at first, following his infield single. And the first offering of the at-bat to Turner is lifted high in the air to shallow center. Going out for it is Mott. He'll put it away for out number 3. The side is retired. No runs on 2 hits. Hyde Park leave 3 more. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Knights lead 6-2 here on Vype Live.
Block number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas with a 51st top. How does that sound?
Carlisle Spicer in to hit for the Knights to lead off the bottom of the 6th. So Hunter Prater, we presume, steps out. He went 0 for 2 at the plate, but did a great job on the mound tonight, coming in with 1 away in the 4th inning. Here's Carlisle Spicer. One of 2 Spicers on the roster, and he'll hit right-handed. Will the Knights number 1. No gloves. I love seeing that. Very old school. He looks at the first pitch ball.
Get a couple more here, kid. What do you say?
To lead off the bottom of the 6th. Hunter Manning still pitching for the Panthers. There's a line shot to third base. That's why they call it the hot corner. Great catch by Brunker. 2 steps to his left, had to reach out fully to haul that one in. A really nice play.
Great play, 14.
And 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 5, Truett Middlebrook.
Truett Middlebrook walked on 4 pitches to lead off the bottom of the 1st for the Knights. And he's flown out twice since, so 0 for 2, and he looks at 1 low. Manning, who works exclusively from the stretch with the fastball missing outside. And I didn't get a chance to say it while Carlisle Spicer was batting. But between him and Caldwell, it's reminded me to say hello to the former Sioux City Musketeer, former Chicago Steel, Chris Spicer. I've known for 20 years. Big fan of, well, my work. At least I'd like to think so. And that pitch, must have missed the corner. Yeah, it's 3-0. Chris, one of the first players whose games I called 20-plus years ago when I began my broadcasting career. Haven't run into many Spicers since then, and here are two on the Knights. And taking the whole way is Middlebrook, called strike. This one lifted foul. Now on the first base side. Going over for it is Turner. Does he have room? He did have room, but he couldn't hold on. And the count full on Middlebrook.
Let's go, Cinco. What do you say, kid?
The Knights on top, 6-2 with one away here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Middlebrook. That was a nice one from Manning. Got him to reach down into the zone for that one. I think that was over.
Number 7, Matthew Robb.
Let's go, 7.
Yeah, Matthew Robb to hit with two away here in the bottom of the inning. Yeah, we crossed the line. That's 5 strikeouts for Manning since he came on in relief at the top of the second. Missing away with his first offering to Matthew Robb, who is 1 for 2. He scored a couple runs. He walked in the first on 4 pitches, came around to score, singled and scored in the second, and grounded out 3 feet in front of home plate in his third plate appearance back in the fourth. Fouled that one away. It's 1-1. 5, 6, 7, Luke, House, and Yang due for the Panthers, who will need to scratch something across as this one's lifted in the air to straightaway center field. That's a can of corn for Bagan, who puts it away for out number 3. Hey, whoa, hey, folks, here's the first time all night, a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 7th. The Knights look to close it out when we come back here on Vype Live.
Block number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Well, do or die time for the Hyde Park Panthers as we reach the top of the 7th inning here at the Regents School in Southwest Austin. Rob Jaskula, Shane Showinski with you. The CEO of Vype Media is Derek Dushek, our broadcast director, Merle Bertrand, technical director, the incomparable Suna Venkat, and our communications director, Christina Weber. Happy to be with you here at the Regents School. I believe this is the 5th different sport that I have called here at the Regents School, and I'm not even our primary guy from Vype Live. That honor belongs to my colleague Melvin Jones, but we always love bringing you night sports, and that continues tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. face-off as Regents Boys Lacrosse meets Pope John Paul II out of Plano. 5-6-7 for Hyde Park. Carlisle Spicer into pitch for the Knights. And by our incomplete statistics, this is his 3rd appearance of the year. He's pitched 2 innings, struck out 3, walked 2, given up 8 earned runs. But plenty of time to bring that ERA down, as it is March 5th. Luke, House, and Yang due for the Panthers. The right-handed hitting Martin Luke takes the first pitch fastball high to start the top of the 7th. Yeah, working quickly. Carlisle Spicer delivers the off-speed pitch, swung through and missed by Luke. He may have gotten a piece of that one off the catcher's gear. I think the count even at a ball and a strike either way, as Rico Taylor did have that one go off his gear. And the 1-1. That's over the outside corner for an easy called strike. Good pitch from Spicer. And now ahead 1-2. Six runs on 7 hits for the Knights. As Luke swings and misses. Big cut. Down on strikes he goes. Carlisle Spicer off to a great start. Not a save situation with the Knights up 4, but close to it. As the 6th strikeout for Knights pitchers here tonight. Yeah, back in the game is Oliver Paxton.
Way to work ahead, kid.
He is 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to first base unassisted and was hit by, 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. And he'll look at one outside. And the count even at 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Carlisle Spicer looking to close it out. Gets a ground ball to short. Backhanded pick by Middlebrook. Long throw. Great throw. That's 2 away. Now, Truett Middlebrook was moving towards the third base side. Backhanded pick on that sharply hit ground ball. And an absolute strike to Matthew Robb at first. The Knights 1 out away from taking this game.
Number 7, Ethan Yang.
Good defensive fundamentals from the Knights here tonight. First pitch swinging through is Yang. Yang 0 for 2 tonight. Walked in the 3rd. Has grounded out and popped out to second base his other 2 trips to the plate. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Panthers. And this one lifted into the infield. Spicer reaches up. He can't pull it in. And somebody should have called Spicer off of that one. Just lack of communication there from the Knights as they thought they had that one put away. But nobody calls for it, and it drops in harmlessly, untouched. For the infield single, here's Ryan Brunker. Let's hope it doesn't come back to hurt the Knights. Brunker 1 for 3. He's singled, struck out, and grounded out. And looks at the first pitch low from Carlisle Spicer. Into the right-handed hitting Brunker, hitting at the knees, inside corner, count even at 1-1. And Carlisle Spicer trying to shake off the infield miscommunication. Yang at first with 2 away, and this one lined sharply into right center field. This one's heading towards the gap. It was knocked down, but rounding third is Yang. He will come in to score on the double. And this one not over yet, folks. It's a 6-3 ball game.
At the bottom of the order for the Panthers, number 2, Tyson Boto.
Here we go, Spice.
Brunker, the RBI double. And at the bottom of the order, here's Tyson Boto for the Panthers, and time called. I think a pinch runner coming in for Brunker. They're going to want a little more speed.
Number 12, Justin Magruder.
It'll be Justin Magruder again. We've seen him running earlier tonight, the 5'7" sophomore. Still 2 away. The Knights just need 1 more here on Thursday night in Southwest Austin. Boto 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. And a first pitch strike from Spicer.
Run at him, kid.
Well, Carlisle Spicer has not been shy about hitting the zone here. And a high fastball swung through and missed. Got Boto to chase. And now the Knights one strike away from taking their second game in a row over these Hyde Park Panthers. They won 4-3 the other night in a chippy one. Let's see if they can do it with a little less drama here tonight. The 0-2. Spicer missing down and away. Tried to get him to chase. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nothing wrong with that idea. Spicer from the stretch. Kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bookend strikeouts for Carlisle Spicer in the top of the 7th. The Regents Knights win it 6-3. They lead from the first and hold on despite the late efforts of the Hyde Park Panthers. We'll be right back to wrap things up here on Vype Live. Knights pitcher, strikeout 7. Carlisle Spicer picking up 2 here in the top of the 7th inning to finish off the Hyde Park Panthers. Your final totals for Regents: 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 Hyde Park error. For the Panthers, they finished with 3 runs on 4 hits, no Knight errors.
So special night tomorrow night, our Knights under the lights. Look forward to seeing everyone.
The Hyde Park Panthers left runners in scoring position in every inning tonight. 12 of them in total. And that the key difference as the Knights managed to scratch their runs across. The Knights did leave 5 runners on base, but just singles in each of those innings. They get a 5-run first inning, and that paces the Knights to victory here tonight.
Thanks again to our Regents Athletic Department, our executive
Blake Mott went the first 3 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, struck out 2, walked 3, hit 4. Hunter Prater should be the pitcher of record as he goes 2 2/3 innings. Gives up no runs on 1 hit. He struck out 3, walked 2. And rounding things off for the Knights, Carlisle Spicer finishes it off in the 7th inning. Gives up 1 run, 1 hit.
Until then, have a really great evening.
He struck out 2, and actually that was 2 hits, excuse me. So 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Hyde Park Panthers. But the Regents Knights take it by a 6-3 final. Our next broadcast of Knights Baseball comes to you on the 20th of March at 4 p.m. First pitch for the second game of the doubleheader against Grace Community. Our next broadcast on Vype Live of Knights Athletics tomorrow night. A 7 o'clock face-off as John Paul II from Plano come for a boys lacrosse game. That's going to do it for us here at the Regents School. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I know you enjoyed the outcome as the Knights take it 6-3. For Shane Cholwinski in the studio, my name is Rob Jaskula. We'll see you next time. Good night.